it's Mrs. Porter here, and I'm back with the new chapter, Chapter 2, and it's on descriptive statistics. So as you guys may or may not know, statistics are all around us and are not going away anytime soon. We use them in math now, but you use them in geography, in psychology, in all the different social sciences, in ESS, and like most of your subjects, you'll use statistics and most of your life if you want to get like a master's or do research or anything like that. So it's a really cool thing to learn about because it's everywhere and you use it all the time. Okay, so the important thing that we're going to start off with is data classification. So there's different types of data. So data, we have two main types, quantitative and qualitative. So the main word here in qualitative is quality. So this one is more looking at different things like hair color or types of trees, or if you prefer sitting in a beanbag or at your desk for studying, different things like that. So this is qualitative things, and then here we have quantitative things. So quantity is like numbers, and this is like qualities. Okay, so because this is math, we're going to have to deal with more numbers than qualities. So within quantitative data, there's two different types of data. We have discrete. Actually, I want to use a different color. I'll use blue. We have discrete, and we have continuous. Okay, so as the name kind of suggests, we have continuous data that you can write continuously is kind of one way that I like to think of it. You can write like, okay, my height can be measured, so it's like a really exact number. So it can be, I don't know how tall I am, 160.5 centimeters. It can go on as many decimal places. It could be really exact. It could be like half of a day or something like that. It can be more measured data. So a lot of like heights and stuff like that, where discrete is counted. So this is like people and numbers, but they're really, it's like finite, like number of cars that drive by you. So it would be like exactly certain numbers, where continuous can be more variety of numbers. So yeah, so when you see a table in it, because one question that's really popular, it's normally worth just like 1 mark in the IB exam, but it gives you data, and then you have to decide if the data is discrete or continuous. So one way to know is by seeing if it's continuous is if it has multiple decimal places, or if it can just be something that's counted. If it can just be counted, it's discrete. It's normally just worth 1 mark, but it's worth getting to know. So the other thing, to start off data, we're going to talk about population, because when we're doing our internal assessments or any of this statistic stuff, we're going to be dealing with population. So how you can look at this is you have a population of people. So say we're going to look at all of the 16-year-olds in Carlo Vivari, and we're going to interview them to see what their favorite type of pizza is, right? So if we're looking at types of pizza, that would be qualitative data. Or if we wanted to look at them and find out how tall they are, that would be quantitative. And then continuous, if we wanted to look at all of the people in Carlo Vivari and see all the 16-year-olds in Carlo Vivari and see how many siblings they have, that would be quantitative but discrete because it would be counted. So that's a couple different examples. So we have a population of 16-year-olds in Carlo Vivari, but I don't really know that many regular 16-year-olds in Carlo Vivari, so I'm just going to ask the people at CIS. So if this population is all the 16-year-olds at Carlo Vivari, but my sample is right here because I'm only going to ask a few of them. This is the CIS people. So this is one example of how research actually works, because you have basically the whole world or one country or one state or one city, but then you can't actually get everyone to give you data results except for like national things like the census in America and stuff like that, and that even isn't that accurate. So we have to look at a sample. So samples, there are two different types of sample. A sample can be random, or a sample can be biased. So do you think that if my population is 16-year-olds in Carlo Vivari and my sample is students at CIS, it's random or biased? So yes, it is biased because I'm not talking to anyone else. I don't care about anyone else. I'm just talking to people at CIS. So it's actually a biased sample. If I were to go out on the street outside of Beulah and Perla and just like ask random people how many siblings they have or what type of pizza they like or how tall they are, then that might be more of a random sampling. But if I just ask people at CIS, it's very biased. But yeah, okay, so that's how we can start into descriptive statistics. Thanks.